Hey, it's Chris here today from Huckabones Equipment. In today's video we're going to do an overview of the new RTV-XC2. So that's this unit right behind me here with the ProConnect rear box. So stick with us, we'll do what we always do, start at the front, work our way to the back, giving you all the key points. Okay, so whenever we start out front here on this completely redesigned RTV, Kubota went with the motto of they didn't have to change much, so felt right in line with that. So whenever we stop out front here is we have a new grille guard. It's changed the look of it a little bit. The functionality is the exact same. Whenever we get a little bit farther back here, we deal with the hood, and it's a different look to it, a little bit more aggressive, a little bit bulkier kind of look to it, but at the end of the day it is just a hood and with a new color as well. Again, the color has been available on the 850s for a few years. Now they've incorporated it into the whole lineup. It is available. What is nice is we got LED lights. It is now come standard with it, and whenever you get work lights up top, extra ones there, they do come LED. So the world has adapted to that, the Kubota world, where they're finally putting LED lights and everything. You'll still have your 2-inch receiver down low here, and we have a brand new set of tires here. So this is the heavy duty work sides. That is the new tire for those. So very aggressive looking turf tires, what they are. They are the most popular tire Kubota sells with their RTV lineup. It's because they work on a lot of different conditions. They may not be the best in the mud conditions, but they are best whenever you're going down hard packed, down rail beds, on your lawn kind of idea. And now with the extra redesigned tread pattern, you're going to probably get a little bit further in that mud hole before you get stuck. Yes, you're still going to get stuck, and it doesn't matter if the ATV tires were there as well. That's just the nature of four-wheeling or side-by-side riding, is you're hoping to hit that mud and get stuck. So whenever you get into maintenance items too out front here, there isn't a whole lot under this hood. You're going to see a few rads, some brake fill, you know, just your coolant, air filter is all kind of under here. Easy to reach, easy to maintain kind of idea, but not a whole lot. It is a little bit more enclosed than what it used to be, so it's nice that way, keeping the dust down. But overall, nice and simple package underneath this hood. Now let's jump a little bit further back and talk about that cab. Whenever we hop around into the cab here, whenever you sit in here, you're going to notice that it is virtually the same as what it has been for the past number of years since the -X's came out. Not a whole lot different. The grab handle has changed for your park brake, but it is still a 2-range hydrostatic transmission here with tilt steering. Nice friendly display here telling you what's going on. And then over here is the cream of the crop here is which your heat and air conditioning are right here. So again, nice easy adjusting. You're going to be, well, this time of year you're going to be nice and hot in here, and I mean hot. You're going to be turning it down, and then the air, you know, the air conditioning is awesome. You're going to be wearing a toque in the summer. So they always nail that aspect of it. Your creature comforts are there. Still the same drawback as it has been is this cab is kind of cramped. It would have been nice to see a little bit more room here, a little bit more functionality in this seat. Like, you are up against the back, there isn't any extra room. I'm 5'10", 5'11", so again, if you get up into that 6'3", 6'4", it is not going to be comfortable in here, and that may be par for the course on everybody else's, but in the Kubota world, it would be nice to see a little bit more creature comforts in this cab, because again, everything's kind of off to the side whenever it comes to your pedal here. You know, it's the complaints we've had for a number of years, and they're not huge complaints. They're just something that could have easily been adapted and changed with Kubota, but wasn't in this redesign kind of idea. When we move a little bit further up, this is where the radio is going to mount whenever it is a sold unit, and then all your extra work lights and stuff are going to be mounted up here, nice and slick and simple. And then they do have some other knockouts here if you get a winch on the front, or you know, one of those fancy blades. It's a nice thing to mount here, or the front snowblower. So they've thought of all that, nice layout and everything. Everything's nice and handy. There's extra storage under these seats. You're still going to have that nice fancy hydraulic dump box handle right here. Everything's just great that way. It's a little bit of creature comforts, could have been easily adapted kind of idea, but fairly minor at the end of the day. So yes, now we're going to jump and talk about that new box on the back. Skipped around to the back here, you can see we got a lot going on. It's a neat box that we've adapted here for Kubota. It's a 3-in-1 kind of idea. You got your standard dump box with the tailgate, and then you can lower both sides, or so yeah, you can lower both sides to use it that way, or you can take the sides right off and then just have it as a tailgate option. So few different ways to really make this unit your own. So that's the ProConnect box, and simple, right? Like you know, the fold down the sides. There's two clips, one there, one down there. It comes right down. What we strongly recommend is that you don't run it with this sides down. Again, they will rattle and kind of vibrate there a little bit. It is very tight there, so just be careful that. Think about that, be mindful of it. Just don't run it with the sides down if you can, possibly. You're just gonna potentially save on some damage there. You know, it is still sprayed in box liner, still got the tie downs. You know, your capacities there are about 1,300 pounds. Your towing capacity is over 1,100. These things are designed to work. You know, how do they do that? They got the 24 horsepower Kubota diesel under there with the hydrostatic transmission. It's just designed to work and keep that torque is unreal on these things. So pretty awesome. And it's nice too with these, the side shot here, you can probably see the nice fancy rims. You know, there's a couple different colors of rims that you can get with a variety of colors as well for the unit now. Is underneath this box, that transmission and engine, it hasn't changed. It is still that power pack that you know, originally follows up from the original X design. They have made the cab, or made the transmission, I say, a little bit quieter. Again, they kind of get into the percentage whenever they mention that, so you're not really going to notice it. They kind of mention, you know, like it's 7% quieter. Well, that translates into not a big difference. So that's why we're not spending much time on how quiet it is, because it hasn't changed on that end. But overall, it is great having the optional box keys. You can get it with the standard box or with the new Pro Connect. So it just depends which way you want to look at that. So it's awesome that that's been incorporated. Makes the functionality a little bit better for the customer, and gives you a few more options that way. So yeah, let's kind of talk about the box.
Hey guys, so my name's Kyle. I'm the video editor here at Huckabones, and I'm also a bit of a UTV, ATV guy. I do a lot of riding in my spare time, and I have a lot of experience with this exact unit. I had this unit on loan to me for a couple weeks anyway, and I used it quite a bit around the property. The only difference between that RTV and this one is this one has the cab. So I can tell you that if you're looking for a workhorse, you're going to have a hard time finding something better than this. The diesel powertrain certainly is slow, don't get me wrong, it's no speed demon. But when it comes to getting the job done, this is it. I'm in two-wheel drive right now going through the snow trying to pass buddy, and that was great, so it handled that. We're gonna get a few shots, kind of tour around a little bit and show you what this thing's all about.
So that brings us to the end of today's video. Again, I hope you enjoyed learning about the new RTV-XC2. Again, it is kind of a redesign with a few key options that have changed, whether it be the color, the dump box. And also we got to take it out and enjoy it out here in this nice, beautiful January weather. So if you enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe. And if you have any comments, please down below. Thank you.